Hey guys, Big Red 310 is here with the SummerSlam review. Overall, I gotta say, for SummerSlam, it was okay to good, not bad. Hell of a lot better than some of the crap we've been getting in recent years. 07, 03, 04, 05 I didn't like, sorry for all you 05 marks. 06 I think is underrated. I think this is probably better than 06. 08, it has one of my favorite matches in SummerSlam history on it, so whatever. But overall, this was, I thought, a pretty enjoyable show. There was some really good stuff on the show. There was nothing really horrible. Everything was good for the most part. Okay, let's start off with Rey Mysterio versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title. This match was pretty good, I thought. Hell of a lot better than the Night of Champions match. The crowd was more into it. You know, it got the right spot. It got the opener. And Rey always delivers on a SummerSlam opener. I mean, not on a SummerSlam opener. On openers, in general. Rey always knows how to deliver on an opener. And this was just a great match, I thought. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. I really did enjoy it. And there's some people on Skype who were giving it more. It was really enjoyable. They did a lot of cool spots in this match. Not really cool, but, you know, like, different. Match comes to an end when, I'm trying to go non-spoiler, but I gotta say the ending because I love it so much. When Rey does his WCW style top rope Hurricane Rana. Oh, so cool to see. Great match, I thought. 3.5 stars. Next we get to MVP versus Jack Swagger. It's not too short, only like 7 minutes. But for what it was, I'm going to give it 2 3/4. It was an enjoyable match. It actually had some sort of storytelling, which you know, from the last pay-per-view. I'm just kidding. But anyway, we got, you know, some good storytelling in this match and pretty good wrestling, I thought. And overall, you know, a good match for what it was. I can't really complain about it because it was short, because it was supposed to be short. I'm going to give it 2 3/4. Then we go to, what's next? Oh yeah, JTG and Cryme and Cryme Time versus Jericho, as people on Skype keep calling him, and they do need a name, and I like Jericho. Chris Jericho and the Big Show. They have a great new theme song, by the way. Great new theme song, I feel. And this match was okay, 2 3/4. I was gonna give it 3. I don't know if it was quite 3 stars. You know, it was a bit long, not long. It was a bit short. It was only like 10 minutes. I thought it would go a little longer, and I thought it would open. But I'm so happy that Rey Dolph opened, because I think it was possibly the best opener possible for the show. But like, you know, it's just this match. I thought had a lot of build than most of the other matches. You know, because they've been doing this for a while, ever since Shaq was guest host. I think it was the second match announced for SummerSlam. It had more build than a lot of the matches on the card. And just with its position, you know, it kind of felt like unimportant. Kind of like, reminded me a lot of the Highlanders versus Spirit Squad from African 2006. They had been feuding for a good month and a half, 2 months. And then, you know, they kind of just stuffed it. The third match doesn't really get, like... The third match used to be a little important. Now it's just kind of... It feels kind of filler. It doesn't like really feel like it was much part of the show. But hey, Jericho's promo helped out a lot, and it was a good match. 2 3/4. I might give it 3 stars. Depends on what the description box says. I'm not sure yet. It was Kane versus Khali, the match no one wanted to see, and honestly, this match highly exceeded my expectations. I'm giving it 2 1/4. I really did enjoy it. It was also short, thank God, only like 7 minutes, and it was a little weird, but I liked it. Honestly, this match really exceeded my expectations. I thought this would be shit. I thought this was 1/4 of a star worthy. But hey, I'm not gonna lie, they actually moderately tried. And I'm gonna give it 2 1/4. And I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be giving this match 2 1/4, but I did enjoy it. Okay, next we go to DX versus Legacy. At the beginning of the show, DX did a bunch of funny, you know, skits, funny, you know, shadow puppets to ruin the whole opening Titantron, and so the screen fell down, and Sean said, "Don't worry, I used to be a TV repairman." And then they did a bunch of other jokes after that I don't want to ruin. And also, the intro for DX in this match was tremendous. The intro was amazing. You really have to see the intro. It's really something to see. The match was great. 3 3/4. I really did enjoy it that much. Honestly, great match. I don't think Cody Rhodes got a lot more in. The elbow from the top. Ooh. He wasn't the same old boring Cody Rhodes. It was nice to see Shawn Michaels back in the ring. And he really did. He really was the person who got over DiBiase and Rhodes. Some people were right, you know. Well, I want to give Triple H 0 credit. But Shawn Michaels, you know, sold a lot for those guys. And, well, Shawn Michaels, well, no, I'm not going to ruin that. But anyways, it was a good match, I thought, with the intro and with the opening thing. It has to get 3 3/4. It's just short of 4 stars, I feel, but it was still a very enjoyable match. Then we get to William Regal versus Christian. This was an NA. The match was 8 seconds long. I have to say this. Christian pins William Regal with the kill switch engaged immediately, kind of like in Survivor Series 2002 when CM Punk just picked up William Regal and gave him the GTS. And then Regal's cronies, Ezekiel Jackson, Vladimir Kozlov, beat up Christian. That's pretty much how it went. But anyway, still, you know, for what it was okay. I'm starting to believe AJ134's theory that at Hell in a Cell, since it's going to be for the world title, WWE title, and ECW title, I was wondering what the hell can they do for the ECW title. The other 2 matches, Triple H, Orton, CM Punk, Undertaker, that's pretty much sold. And he said, well, what if they do a 4-way? Or maybe even a 6-way? And I'm starting to like that idea more and more. Hopefully we can get a real match between Christian and Regal next month. That's the match I actually wouldn't mind seeing, since Regal is a very good submission technician wrestler. And, you know, Christian can pull off a good submission match as well. So I hope to actually go at it again next month. But, you know, for what it was, I'm not going to complain. Like I said, a lot of these matches have to be cut. And next, we get to the most confusing match of the night. Orton versus John Cena. Oh my God, was this match crazy. First 14 minutes, not that enjoyable. Kind of boring, in fact. I was going to give it 2 3/4 if the match ended there. Actually, no, 3 stars, I'll say. It was good, okay. But, alright, at the most. Then Orton gets disqualified by pushing the referee down. Which I don't like. Just like in No Way Out 2008. And then Lillian Garcia says, here's your winner and the new WWE Champion, Orton. Okay. Orton's not the new champion. And Orton didn't freaking win. His own DQ caused him to win. And then Lillian Garcia says, I just got word from Vince McMahon. If Orton gets himself disqualified, the match will restart. And then they go out again and Orton gets himself counted out. And then Lillian Garcia goes, okay. And now I'm finding out if Orton gets himself counted out again, he will lose the title. The match has restarted. It's just like Shawn Michaels Vader, except the heel's actually doing it. And I thought this was pretty funny. Then 5 seconds later, Orton pins John Cena with a schoolboy with his foot on the ropes. So I'm like, oh, what a BS ending. And then the ref comes in and says, no, we're not supposed to on the ropes. So without even looking at a replay, just trusting the ref, the ref goes, okay, restart again. What? And then Cena has Orton in the STFU. And we didn't really know on Skype because they didn't replay it after the match. But a fan comes in and pulls the referee. I still say it was Freddie Prinze Jr., and they never showed the face. I think they were smart. And Freddie Prinze Jr. did cut a promo at the beginning saying Orton will see him again. Cena and Orton in the STFU, you know, kind of like a heel's turn. But the thing is, Orton was grabbing the ropes, and Cena pulled him in and locked it on again. So Orton was like, it's like in a position where Orton was going to tap. And I was saying, okay, that's it. Orton's tapping, Cena's the champ. And this fan interferes. And then, like, Cena's like, what? Orton's on the outside, like, what? Like that for a long time, too. Like, Orton wasn't in there a long time. And then Cena goes to the second rope. Orton RKO's him, but it doesn't, like, knock him down. And Cena's in the ring, standing, holding his head. And Orton RKO's him for a second time. And finally gets the pin. I know I don't like giving spoilers, but oh my God, was this match confusing. I'm going to give it 3 1/4 just because it was, I guess, funny. The last few endings, the beginning of the match was not enjoyable. It was nothing like their 07 match, which you all know I loved. And I really had high hopes for this match because of it. It was just confusing, man. At the end, they replayed the DQ, the countout, the ropes, and the finish. But they didn't replay the fan coming in. So that's what the people on Skype were like, oh my God, it must be real. And I'm still saying, like Spinner had said, he was in the middle of the ring, he couldn't escape. And Freddie Prinze Jr. did that promo at the beginning. It's not like they would completely disregard that. He was sitting at SummerSlam. I still say it was Freddie Prinze Jr. who was wearing that shirt. I'm not so sure. I can't remember. But I still say it was Freddie Prinze Jr., but I could be wrong. Then we go to the main event, which everyone was looking forward to. CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy. This match was great. Very enjoyable. A lot of innovative spots in this match. It wasn't like, you know, as high spotty. They didn't fall off the ladder enough. I know that sounds dumb, but I'm a mark for that when, you know, they do a bunch of different moves from the ladder to the canvas, and I think they did that once, and it was a sunset flip, which they do all the time. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of what hurts these, and also this didn't have like really a fast, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of energy, a lot of drama built for the end. Jeff Hardy did this awesome spot, and I mean awesome! From the ladder, he does a swanton bomb, a huge ladder, like the one at the Royal Rumble. But he does a swanton bomb onto Punk onto the announcing table. Everyone went crazy. And a spot that I also marked out for, when CM Punk, it might not seem a lot, had Jeff Hardy like in a baby holding position. I don't know how you call it. And he dropped Jeff Hardy on a standing chair. And Jeff Hardy's spine right in the front of the chair. I was like, ugh! Like that. But anyways, man, it was a cool spot. But then, CM Punk just kind of won. He climbed the ladder. Jeff Hardy climbed up. And then CM Punk kind of pushed him off and then grabbed the belt. I'm like, that was my favorite ending. That's why I was going to give it 4 stars. But with Jeff leaving, with that spot, and with The Undertaker, the lights go out. And then CM Punk was standing over Jeff Hardy like this. The lights go out. He turns around. And then lights go back on. He turns back down. And it's The Undertaker in the exact same spot that Jeff Hardy was in. It was really cool. And The Undertaker picks up, fucking choke slams it to the ground, leaves, lights the fire in the entrance. And that gives it a 4 1/4 star rating. I don't know if I'll put it in my top 10. It's going to compete with Roderick Strong and Bryan Danielson. And Jerry Lynn definitely have to rethink it. Overall, great match, I thought. And overall, SummerSlam will get a 7.5, 7.75, something around there. Pretty good show for the most part. I'm Big Red 310. I'm out, guys. See ya.